How's it going, viewers of the internet? Welcome back to once again another exciting episode on Needle Media. So one of the things that I like to do on this channel is vlog, and one thing I haven't done in a while is vlog. So with that being said, there's no longer explanation than to say that I'm vlogging. I'm vlogging today. But on a serious note, I have a giant mess behind me. A giant mess. And I need to clean that up desperately bad. Like, desperately bad. Before this time lapse even gets going, I have to play some music, but I also want to mention one thing. If you guys have a Twitter, or you guys use Twitter, you guys know that a lot of BMX riders, they like to have beef, especially vloggers like Austin Augie and John Hicks. And right now I just contributed to an argument. So if you guys are not following me on Twitter, go follow me on Twitter because you will never, ever regret it. Okay, my case is broken, can't do that, but we'll do it one day. Alright, let's start this time lapse now. And voila, we're all done. Most people don't like having small rooms like mine, but I don't really care that much because it's so much easier to clean and keep organized than having a big room. And I just bless up right now. 25,000 subscribers. I just want to thank each and every single one of you guys for subscribing to the channel. It's very cliche, and I know you guys hear this a lot from most likely other YouTubers, but I just want to really take a moment and appreciate every single last one of you. And to extend to this very gracious celebration, I have a ginormous sale going on the website right now. 25% off your entire order. Use code THANKYOU, all caps, no spaces, for 25% off your entire order. Go crazy, go ape nuts, awesome, crazy, whatever, and get the very last dead hats available. I think that's enough product placing for today. Let's move on to the next project. You guys are a little filthy. You guys haven't taken a shower in a long time? Tell you what, it's been like a year since I showered. So one thing I really want to try and do is to ride my bike today, but not to the extent of doing tricks, but just pedaling, just to know that my knee is going somewhere while I'm setting up this camera. Dope shot of me walking out. But as I was saying, exclude the wind, I'm going to grab my bike and I'm going to try pedaling around with it right now. I just got my knee drained. I'm going to insert a clip of that right now. Viewers' discretion is advised. It's very gross.
That's 60.
Dang.
Still some coming out of there. Let's get rid of this.
I don't know how it's gonna go. I can move my knee a whole hell of a lot easier, but it's still pretty messed up. I'm protecting you guys from the wind a little bit, but I just want to make something clear. Actually, I'm gonna save it for later. Right now I'm gonna go ride my bike. I'm gonna try to ride my bike. I have this bike elliptical in my house, and I've been doing that so much lately, just trying to get the motion down. It's like starting back from base one. Hold up. I'm actually kind of stoked right now. Hold on, let me just regain myself. So like I was saying, such a good feeling. Every single... Okay, I think I got all my marbles together. As I was saying, it's easier than I thought it was going to be to ride, and I could definitely go out and pedal around and go to spots and film my homies riding, which I'm super stoked about that. The bunny hop did not hurt, but it's just the fact that my knee has so much swelling and so much pressure inside the knee itself trying to push the kneecap outwards that it hurts. Doesn't hurt, but like you can kind of feel the swelling move around and like to awkward places, and just it does not feel good. Another fear with this is that the knee is so unstable and so weak that I constantly feel like it's about to dislocate, which clearly it's not. And when I say clearly it's not, I meant like clearly it's not going to if I'm just doing stuff like that. This one's for all my fishing homies. I just bought a new drop shot rod and I'm so stoked on it, but it was really expensive. I don't like spending that much money, but I'm super stoked on it thus far. Let's see how it works and the, bass time comes around and stuff. All right, one very last fishing update. I just had to buy a whole entire new rod because this rod right here, or well, okay, bud, trying to film here. You can take the plane somewhere else, not in my tracks. I thought I paid those guys a little bit better. Oh, Bird, do you want to chip in too? Okay, keep going, Bird. Keep it going. Come on. Okay, so as I was saying, I just had to buy a whole entire new rod because my last rod snapped clean in half when I was fishing with a ginormous spinnerbait and I was throwing it into a current, and all of a sudden I felt tap, 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 a hit, a hit, a hit. And I'm like, oh geez, this is probably like a small little sunfish or something like that. So all of a sudden when I was reeling it up to shore, I started reeling it in a little bit faster because it was close to shore. And as I was reeling it in faster, all of a sudden my rod stopped and I felt a big old head shake and something grabbed my lure as hard as it can. So I set the hook, and as soon as I set the hook, the rod snapped in half. I thought it was like a small fish, so I set it not really hard, but probably harder than I should have if it was that big of a fish. So with that, the rod snapped in half. I'm pretty sure it was a large pike or muskie. A lot of fishing talk. Let's move on to the next subject. What a beautiful sight. Beautiful. What a beautiful sound. Beautiful. Easily one of the best sights ever is just seeing the bars. So one thing I should probably mention is that the bike build videos that I had going, they're not done yet. I still have a ton more I'm going to make. Okay, kitty, you can't go anywhere. So the next stream bike build video is going to be for the back wheel. I have a whole nother hub I need to lace up to another rim. And just, holy crap, this thing's beautiful. Okay, about to get real artsy with it. Enjoy the nice artsy montage of my bike. Still a little bit chilly, as you guys can tell from my giant nose. It's red, so it's still a little chilly outside and weather's warming up, but hopefully sooner or later I'll be able to go back on my bike and ride with all the homies because I miss that feeling. But on a serious note, I need to go ice my knees, so yeah, let's go take off my pants. Good quality content on Needle Media. I completely forgot to turn on the mic for like the past 10 minutes and I just talked and talked and talked. Thankfully, I'm going to save that part for you guys because I know for a fact every single one of you guys don't want to hear me talk. So I'm just going to go over really quickly about what happened to my knee because it's very vague what happened. It's very subtle about what happened because I didn't really explain it that well. So the kneecap is connected by two of the bones in your leg. I don't know what these bones are called. Call me a square, call me anything and everything you want, but when my leg went like when my leg went like that, the kneecap came out of place and came back right into the place. So it wasn't that bad of a dislocation. Sometimes people, when they dislocate it the first time, it stays right here. And right when it dislocated, my knee bruised, the bone bruised. So it's called bone bruising. So what I did medically was I tore my patella and I had a bone bruise in my knee, which those two combinations hurt as is that day. But I thought it was a hyperextendation, which I was hoping, but it was a dislocation, which I kind of figured it was because my joints are about as good as a grandmother. And then a few days later, I had to go get an MRI. The MRI showed that the patella that connects the knee to the actual bone, it isn't completely torn off in half. My brother, he has the same exact issue with his knee, and he just had surgery on it because it kept dislocating. Basically, my patella is not completely torn off, but it's pretty bad. That means it's bound to dislocate again. It's a matter of time, and I can go ride my bike whenever. I've been doing a lot of knee exercises, and just the other day I had it drained. It's just the swelling that is causing all the problems because it's so much pressure when it swells. So much pressure, it hurts.
What's that I mean? Is it a video?
Oh, wrong side. I have to get a different one since somebody doesn't like this one.
Pick the worst kind there is.
You just wanted me to get more so you can have some.
Yeah, I did.
I got some free Samoas. Oh, dude. Why are you taking for trash? So usually when I read comments, I don't let them get to me so much, but there was just one comment that really stood to my attention. So I'm not going to list off the person who said this because some will see it as like a hate comment, but I see it as, you know, criticism, so I take that stuff pretty serious. He says, your channel is dying every single time you break something, to be honest. I don't watch all your videos since most of them are now just talking videos. Which really brought to my attention because not only is he right, but my channel proves it quite a bit. Every time I heard something, somehow I managed to lose a lot of view count. When I hurt my shoulder, that was when I was upcoming on YouTube. And then when I was able to ride my bike again, my views were staggering up. And let me get this straight. It's not just about the views, obviously, but the fact that people aren't watching my channel because I hurt myself, that tells me that the videos after I hurt myself are complete garbage. For some people, this may not be that big of a concern because I know a lot of you guys watch my channel on the daily and they don't care if I post a talking video or riding video. The start of this week, I told myself I was going to upload a video almost every single day. But now, I don't think I'm going to do that, like, at all. Quite frankly, just because this comment was a very big eye-opener to me because I was posting some very crappy content. So I was just like, okay, why am I even posting content if it's not doing good for one, and number two, it's just nobody's enjoying it that much. So here's all in all what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to post videos just to post videos anymore. I used to do that all the time. I used to think quantity over quality, but now, coming to think of it, I'm just going to post videos when I know they're good and when I know they have some sort of riding or BMX related interest into them. Because I know this channel is a BMX channel and I need to keep it that way. I've been going to like do like crazy vlogs of like at trampoline parks, no BMX even mentioned. So there goes the talking videos. And that being said, this kind of feels like a fresh, new start.
Smoking this up here in the night.